So this is training module number 4. We're on the point of sale terminal processing agreement. It's in the PDF file that has the merchant application. Merchant application, we did the first 5 pages. You have initials. You should have your client's initial page, bottom left hand corner, 1, 2, and 3. And the top, we need a signature on the top of page 5, where it says signature just under the DBA of the merchant. Now we're on the point of sale terminal processing agreement. This is where you get the customer to decide whether he's going to purchase his terminals or lease, and we're going to do the programming on his terminals. So let's assume you offer him to purchase and lease, and he chooses a purchase. On the top it says point of sale terminal processing agreement. You ask him to, you put an X in the purchase box. You already have the bill to information from the merchant application and the ship to. Bill to is where you're sending the statement. The ship to could be the same or different where you're sending the terminals. We're on the item line. The item line, you put the equipment, so you know it's, for example, in this example, it's in the Ingenicos, plus the pin pad, quantity 2, unit price $14.95, total $2,990. Setup fee 0, credit setup fee 0, delivery 0, subtotal $2,990, less deposit 0, and leave the GST PST total lines blank. We'll calculate it for you. On the third line of the item, you noticed you might, if you're using the training application, it says please take funds from my account. This is because he has an option. He can pay for his terminals through his business account or through a credit card. On this example, he is taking funds from his account. That means he'll be paying out of his business. So you ask him, how would you like to pay for your terminals if you're buying them? Through your business or via credit card. He says by his business, then you have this note under his equipment. Also, if he's taking hypercoms, the long-range wireless, you also have to put on the item line data package, quantity 1. For each hypercom that he takes, he needs a data package of $15, as we talked about prior, and the unit price is $15 a month. It doesn't go on the total line per se, because he'll be paying it monthly. The next thing on this page is the programming. You see, you would highlight to him his debit is at 5 cents. His surcharges, the surcharge, generally this is where we do all the programming. Surcharge and surcharge on cashback and tip and server would all be no. Unless he needs special programming, then some of these options are available to him. And this is all explained on the explanation sheet, page 2 of page 2. It explains also these options. Obviously, for example, if he's a restaurant, he'll want tip, yes. The warranty, he always declines the warranty. You can initial or he initials because he has a warranty from Rocket Solutions International lifetime warranty as long as he's with us, and Elevon. Then all we need is a signature in the bottom left hand corner. If he's done that, he's purchased his terminals, he's good to go. You just need pages 1, 2, and 3 with the initials, page 5 with the signature, this page with the signature on the bottom, and a void check. If, on the other hand, he wants to do it with a credit card, you just scroll a couple more pages. This fine print just proves that there are no extra charges for programming his terminal. You notice there's a 0 in the compensation in the fine print. But now we're on the credit card authorization. So he said he would like to purchase his terminals. You go to this page. These are MasterCard only. Cardholder name, number, expiry date. The amount authorized in this example is for 2 Ingenicos, so it's $2,990. It says over there plus GST and PST, or you can put it, and we need a signature in the bottom left-hand corner. If he's done this as well, you're done. He still has to do the initials, pages 1, 2, and 3, signature on the top of page 5 of the application, signature on the bottom left-hand corner of the point-of-sale terminal agreement, and a signature here. But the note on the third line would go, you would erase that or cross it off. We don't have to take funds for the terminal out of his business account, obviously. We still need a void check. We still need all the pages that I indicated. If, on the other hand, he says that he does not want to purchase it, he prefers to lease, which is what 70 or 80% people of your clients will do, the credit card page goes away. The note is not unnecessary on line 3 of the point-of-sale terminal agreement, but he still needs to sign on the bottom left-hand corner because he's agreeing to how he wants his terminals programmed. You would then subsequently open a lease for the customer and help him fill out the lease. The lease is very simple. I'm going to run through it very quickly. The lease is titled, you have a PDF file for this by itself. It's titled LADCO in the top left-hand corner, and that's how you can ask the client if he's looking at the same thing that you're looking at. It says LADCO in the top left-hand corner, and it says page 1 of 2 in the bottom right-hand corner. The leasing information you already know. The equipment you know, so you just put it in Ingenico 2, that's his quantity. Then you go over to the time of the lease. It's 48 months, and the payment is 2 Ingenico, so you put the total payment of $99.98. It says over there that you'll be charged plus the taxes if applicable, so you don't have to calculate any taxes. If it's one terminal for $49.99 and one for $55.99, then it's $105.98. Whatever the combination is, it's the total payment of his terminals. The banking information you already have. His personal information, if he refused to give you a SIN number before, you have another chance to ask him for his social insurance number. What you need from him is 2 signatures. He signs as the leasee next to the signature where it says leasee, the X there, the first box, and then he signs next to the second X where it says guarantor. So he's signing 2 times on page 1 of 2. One says the leasee and once of the guarantor. He's guaranteeing that he's not going to let anybody else use his terminals. And then finally you go to the next page, page 2 of 2 of the lease. This is the fine print. All it says here is LADCO is not guaranteeing his terminals. His guarantee was on page 4 of 5 of his application. His guarantees are with Elevon and with Rocket Solutions. We are guaranteeing his terminals for the lifetime that he's with us, for both his terminals and upgrades, both for software and hardware. So now you need initials on the bottom of page 2 of 2. So if you've done that, you have completed a sale as far as a lease sale. You still need the void check. You still need the pages 1, 2, and 3 of the application signed, top of page 5 signed. You need the point of sale terminal agreement signed by the client in the bottom left hand corner, and you need 2 signatures on the lease, page 1, and initials on the bottom of page 2. You need the void check. So we've completed 3 different ways how to do this deal. He could do it through purchasing the terminals out of his business account, purchasing it on a credit card, or buying it through a lease. The close is on how this whole thing is going to work. From 3 to 5 days after he has done an application with you, certainly he's going to email it or fax it to you right away. You call him back and tell him that everything is okay. 3 to 5 days later, he'll receive his terminals. They're plug and play. He can call Elevon and they will do mock training with him. Then you will call him, or he can call you, and you will have his old terminals picked up by calling his previous processor. Will give you the 1-800 numbers. At that time, you also get references from him with friends and relatives that you could sell as well. At that time, you also he can email you at any time. He can email you a statement, his final statement from his processor, so that we can cover any penalty that he might have. If he's in his first year of a rental agreement, he could have a $300 penalty, $200 or $100 in his second or third year. Doesn't matter what his penalty is, up to $300, which that's the max. We cover his penalty. He just has to send you his final statement. You send it to us, and we'll send him a check even before he has to pay his penalty. And finally, he will receive a call from the Worldwide Barter Club, and they will explain what barter is all about. He will have 1 year free to do trades with thousands of businesses in Canada and the United States. There's no reason for him to really call his processor now until he needs his old terminals, until he gets his new terminals. They cannot beat our rates. They cannot lease. They do not lease or sell terminals. So if he's calling his processor, it's really pointless, and they'll just keep him on the hook. Tell him maybe they'll have a special next week or next month, and meanwhile you're waiting for his business. The only way to get business in this business is to create urgency and tell him that you need him to do, in order to get everything that you're offering, you need him to do the deal this week, before Friday, obviously. Finally, the secret of this business is making 100 calls a day, sending out 10 apps, following up those apps with calls, walking people through the apps and getting them to sign. They will never sign an app, fill it out by themselves. It's you helping them fill out the app. And with that, you'll have great success and you'll meet all your goals. There's no reason why you can't sell at least between 5 and 8 terminals a week. With that, I wish you good luck. If you have any questions, please email me at my email address. That's chaimvula@rocketmail.com. And you can Skype me also with questions. And I wish you great success. I look forward to your questions, more importantly, to lots of your business. Good luck.